ways to get control, but not the only way, all right? So today we're going to work a little bit on a different entry. So something awful happened when real jiu-jitsu became sport jiu-jitsu. People started following the rules in a way that they could win, even though on the street it was stupid, okay? So the first thing I'm going to tell you never to do, because it becomes the habit, is instead of facing your opponent on the street like you would, ready to punch, kick, ready to grab and throw, is that you immediately go and start butt scooting towards the guy. This is stupid, right? Now don't get me wrong. You lose points if you get thrown, so in competition, people do that. They know they can't throw, they don't want to lose the points, and they're real good on their back, so they ultimately try to fish the guy in, and they start doing all kinds of weird stuff to grab and pull him into the guard. I understand why they do it in competition. It's not jiu-jitsu, it's sport. But if you do want to get low to get a leg, there's ways to do that. Okay? Let's start with a grip. If they don't have any clothes, it can be this way. You can grab the neck, right? I'm going to clear this hand out of the way. Now I'm going to stick my knee right in between his legs, and I'm going to try to hold on to something. If he does have clothes, you can hold here, but this will work. I'm going to slide in this way, then I'm going to entangle a leg. Now you might automatically notice that I've got him in a position where he's going to try to recover. If he tries to stand up, no problem. I already have an attack, right? I've got a heel hook right here, right? If he goes down, or I push him down, then we're fighting for a leg. There's a lot of things that I can do from here. This one works real well. This is a toe hold right here, and we can finish the fight quickly. How do we do it? How do we get there that makes sense? If I come in and I just try to do this, and this guy can punch or kick, I'm probably going to catch me doing this. Bip, that would be bad, right? If I reach for the leg and he can't knee me, I'm probably getting punched. Keep that in mind. Don't do those things. Remember, there's no punching and kicking in sport jiu-jitsu. People aren't worried about that. I'm thinking at all times. What I want to do is I like to get control of something. I pull him in, okay? Get past his hands. Reel him in, right? Control. Now when I drop, he's expecting me to maybe grab and throw, or maybe try to clinch and throw at me. I'm going to drop right into him here, and I'm going to immediately stick my feet around him. If this foot goes to this leg, you got an easy takedown, right? If that leg doesn't buckle, he tries to stand, then you've got an immediate attack. I'm going to show you guys the easiest way to do it from a grip. Same side grip, just like we're going to do single leg this way. Except, once this knee goes to the ground, I make room. Hand goes to the ground, this slides in. When I roll to my back, I start entangling, okay? Push this out, he goes to the ground, it gives me this, and I've got toe hold, okay? Make sense? All right, let's see if we can just do that much. One more time. Grab.
Grab.
Kneel.
Kneel.
Hand.
Hand.
Now watch, I gotta scooch this knee in between his legs here, and then sit.
Sit.
All right, so when I sit, I lift my hips and I entangle. Everybody say entangle.
Entangle.
Right? If he puts the heel down and turns to face me, no problem. I've got a calf crush. Okay? If he turns away like he's been doing, no problem. I take him to the ground and I've got toe hold. Okay? So immediately looking for a leg. I'll show you the move without Caleb. Right? Here. Okay? And he goes between here, lay back, hips up, entangle that leg. Who thinks they can do it? Give it a try. Find somebody close in size. Lyndon? All right. Don't get me wrong, you could probably muscle through something slowly, right? It might not look the way I taught it. It might have something else in it. Maybe I've gotten one of these and I've just pulled him this way, right? Maybe I started here in a wrestling grip right? And then I switch to this. Okay, so how you get into it's kind of up to you. You get to add your own flavor. But what you ultimately want to do is once I've kind of established a position, I'm going to snake this hand in. This is the controlling hand. So I'm here, I give up this hand grip and go inside the lapel. Then I quickly scoop and I hook him up. Now I've got him. This is what I want. Okay? If I don't want to take him down, I hold on to this and I start cranking this ankle. Okay? If I want, I can go for calf crush here. Right? But if he's down to here, I control and I push. I break his balance here. Right? When he sits, I'm in this position. Okay? If he falls back properly, you're in a calf crush position or an Achilles lock position. Now, everybody come over on this side so that you can see what the right hand is doing. Pull my uniform out of the way here. So, this is an overhook. Notice his toes are in my lat area underneath my armpit, like a headlock. I can hold this with just holding my uniform if I want to use this hand for other things. Okay? Once I get this is what's keeping him from standing up and getting a better position. If you forget this, and I am here, and I pull, he sits right up and stands, and he is now in a position to do anything he wants. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So when he goes down, remember I had this foot here, I hold back. Now I don't want him to be comfortable. I push that away. And now I've got tension. Hand goes on the knee or the shin. Right hand moves to the wrist. I clamp down with my lats. Some of you guys are going to try to muscle this and do like this. Nothing's going to happen. Just hold. Head goes back gently. And that is the move. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Now, there's a lot of people in Facebook world or YouTube world that are going to say, nobody does this anymore. Yeah, they do. I'm on the inside of the Achilles here and crossing the inside bone of the shin, right? And I'm got this part of my bone grinding in on there, right? I can do it from here. Not as effective, but as long as I remember, I don't want to pull with my elbow, right? This doesn't do much. Head goes back and I change my posture, right? This foot, by the way, is also pushing him away, and I just lean back. Okay? Scale of 1 to 10?
Like a 9.
About a 9. He can take it. I'm not going to break the ankle. I've never seen anybody break the ankle, break the bone in the shin. I've never seen that happen. Maybe it could happen if you were gargantuan size, big dude, and you're fighting a smaller person, right? But I can hold this position and do that. I like this position. It's just better. The hands are in a locked position. He can feel my lat crushing down on his toes, kind of like a toe hold. Okay? Slide down to this position. This is the hand position. Make sense? And again, you guys are going to do a whole bunch of weird stuff. I see people do this one all the time. They're like, it doesn't work. Well, you've given up a ton of space. Push him back out, like I said. Push him. See how I stretched him out? Now I just lean back and this thing works. Okay? Make sense?
Yes,
Everybody's going to start here. Let's see if you can coach Lyndon through it. He's only going to do what you tell him to do. He's going to start with a foot. All right, what do you do? What's he do?
Toe in the lat.
Hold on. Okay, Vicky says toe in the lat. All right, what's next?
Grab
Foot in the knee.
All right, he says foot in the knee. That keeps me from getting on top, right? By the way, I can't escape this. Tons of ways to do that. All right, this feels like he's got my Achilles pretty good. It's in a good position. Now what?
Lock your hands up.
All right, there's another foot. Vicky says foot in the other hip. Right? Now, he's got 2 points of contact here. For me to stand up would be near impossible. For me to quickly roll would be difficult, maybe not impossible. But he's got a pretty good position. I thought he had a position, but he changed. He wanted a better position. Now he's more comfortable. Look at his posture. And I'm stretched out. Now what?
Lean his head back.
Look up. Arch your back. Keep going.
Okay. I went as long as I could. I almost tapped the first time and he quit, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, he didn't have me. But he was being gentle and kind, which is different than not knowing the technique. He did it again and there was no way I could not tap. I mean, this thing is Feels like it's gonna break my the tibia, right? All right. All right, friends, get with your partner. Start from the seated position. Give them one ankle. Go.
Sneak this in, and then
All right, good entry, good control. All right,
she felt weird.
she did fall weird. That's okay. You have to go back to the other move. She's going for toe hold. Not bad. How do we keep? If we want the calf crush, how do we keep them from turning? The bottom line is, if they fall that way, they're going to get a worse technique. The toe hold is worse than calf crush, in my opinion. But you got to get your butt up higher, quicker. All right, let's see. Anna, grab a partner and I'm gonna walk us through this thing. It doesn't have to be super fast. Just show us your magic.
I do it on him.
Yeah, sure. Take your time. There you go. Down, slide, hips up. All right, now watch. If she moves this foot hard, it'll turn him. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So, what she wants to ultimately do is start making the overhook on the ankle first. Get this hand around his ankle. Now, once that hand's in place, she can kick and he should fall in a way that makes sense. Now she's got her take. Go ahead and make calf crush. Push him away, make him uncomfortable. Get that head to the mat.
Look up, look up. There you go. Go. Keep going.
To the mat, to the mat.
Keep going.
Good job. All right, well done, Hannah. All right, guys, so ultimately, if we get the right position, our entry is good, we make a good entanglement of the leg, and we get them down, we can do the calf crush. No leg fight ever looks like that. People are gonna wiggle and spin and struggle. You're gonna end up in a weird fight. Try not to tear up your friend's leg. All right, Caleb, work it on Lyndon. Now, Lyndon, don't injure yourself, but if you can, if you think you can turn and get away or escape his grip, make sure we test that we can hold and entangle. The holding and the entanglement is the hardest part. Once you hold and entangle, that's pretty good. This is the key piece. You can't easily escape if we've got this position. Once Caleb goes down, then he's going to have lost his balance, right? Then he's in a good position for whatever he needs to do. Go and start back over. All right. All right, once he makes his move, Lyndon, you are free to wiggle. Go. All right, good. He's got control of something. Let's see what he does. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, not bad. So we're really looking for more of a leg fight. All right? So this time we're going to start on our butt, and let's have both of you. Both of you are going to have a foot. You got his foot, he's got your foot. That's it. Not in a full position. All right? What you want to do is try to get your foot free, right? And get your leg lock, right? Ready? Go. Good. I like what you're thinking, Lyndon. All right, there's a good roll. As you can see, Caleb's looking for a toe hold. Lyndon makes a little escape there. All right, Caleb's looking for knee bar. Looking pretty good. All right, maybe Lyndon's gonna get, nope. All right, now Lyndon's got a position. Now Caleb has to make an escape, and now he's got a cross side. All right. Good job.
Good.
So this is what a leg fight looks like. And the reason I wanted to show, thank you, well done, sir. Well done, sir. The reason I want to show you is because anytime that we make a video and I'm walking you guys through this, there's a lot of artificiality into it because people aren't resisting. I want to say, make it clear, especially for the YouTube folks out there in the world, they're like, that wouldn't work because people can punch you, people can kick you, people can do something. I know. We teach by the numbers for a reason. But then, we get two people down, you start making the leg fight. All right? So what I want you to do is get with your partner. Again, if Caleb and I are in this position, right? And all I can do is touch a foot and he touches a foot. This is all we got, right? However it is that we want to start the leg fight, I got to figure out how I'm going to get my foot safe and get his foot. Which techniques will work, okay? We did it in super slow motion, for example. Let's see how this thing goes. Get in your mind what you want to do and just work. Ready, go. Super slow motion.
Sorry.
All right, ready? You get one hand. Ready, go. Okay. So again, how do I get my foot safe while he's working? And then how do I entangle properly to control and get either heel hook, toe hold, or calf crush? By the way, Caleb was super nice to me. He knows I got bad knees. He didn't want to gank me up. I was trying to wait for him to give me something. Once he gives you something, then you make the leg fight, then you can win. Does anybody have questions on how to get to the leg?
Yes, sir.
You can do it from a single leg, you can do it from a double leg. You can also do it from the lapel and helicopter in like we did earlier. All right, we're going to fight. Let's see who can get some legs. All right, I like your entry, Keith. All right, Dylan, I like what you're thinking. Lance, you already got the leg, man. You got the leg. Take it. Take it out. Work, Keith. Doing good. Think about how you want to entangle. It's like two monkeys fighting over a banana. Get control of the leg. Try not to kick him in the groin, by the way. Get that leg. There you go. Now you're in position, Keith. Come on, get him, Keith. All right, think about what you want to do. All right, good. Control it. Get the headlock around it. Hang that dude leg locks. All right, looks good. Caleb's being pretty patient waiting. There you go. That looks pretty good. Get past the leg and sit up. Get past. How am I going to get past this freaking tree? It is a big leg. All right. Yeah, bend, get towards it. Pull him in. Grab his shirt. Pull in. There you go. Now you basically nullified the pain. Now you got time to work. All right. Come on, finish it up. There you go. Cross side that leg. Cross side. 10 seconds. Looking good. Okay. Come here, Caitlin. All right. You have to experiment. All right? Now, there are going to be people that are always going to be hating, and it's okay because they don't do what we do. But you got to experiment. So here's kind of what I think. If you look at somebody and you say, I like a leg lock. Let's start with a leg. The knee locks in that direction. How do I make that into a knee bar? Well, if I'm in a leg fight, I'd probably want to be in this position, or better yet, even this position. Step over, sit down. Now look, the knee locks towards me. That makes sense. I can pull pretty strongly, right? So I sit back, and then I pull. Okay, then I have the knee bar. Now, if I wanted to do this, she's in the top, she's up top this way, she's standing, and all I've got is her clothes. How do I get the shin onto my chest? Well, I can helicopter in this way like I did last time, and then I think, ooh, I can see how the shin goes on my chest, but I gotta get this hand underneath. Everybody see how I'm underhooking here? All right, I don't want her to get away. I don't want to pull her pants down either, so I'm gonna grab her lapel. So I lift this, and I'm like, okay, Chin is on the chest. Now, how do I make it work? That doesn't work. There we go. That works. Everybody see how this stops there? I don't have anything. But I can go here, and now I just made it work. Now, let's say, for example, that she kicks this leg over and rolls. Oh, my goodness, I lost my knee bar. First question, are my feet safe? Caitlin, can you easily do anything to my ankles or my legs?
No, not moving.
Not easily. She can reposition. What do I have now? I've got a bent knee. Do I get knee bar?
No.
No, but I do control the leg. All right, now, if I don't do anything else with my hands and I just pinch here, Caitlin, go ahead and get your leg out. So I made a proper entanglement. Does this make sense?
Yes, sir.
She could kick this leg all the way over, right? And then I'm back at this position.
Oh no.
Pinky finger, pinky toe. Grab the ankle, toe hold. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Let's say she kicks that leg all the way back, and I'm back in this controlling position. That looks like an opportunity for an overhook. This looks like an opportunity for a really nasty calf crush because now I've got this knee locked. Okay? Does that make sense? Maybe I know that her calves are like steel and she's never tapped to a calf crush in her life. I rotate this over. Now, you guys might think I've got heel hook, but I really don't. All she has to do is escape again. She kicks over. Right? Now, I'm in a position where, do I want to stick with this? If I want to stick, I roll again and I pin her. Now, I own her. Does that make sense? So she rolled out, I rolled with, we ran out of space for her leg to move. By the way, we are really tangled up here. This is a leg fight. All right? So we roll back. I'm still kind of here. Let's say that this one's pretty good. Well, I got something right here. What can I do with that, right? I start looking at it, and I start thinking, well, I can turn it this way, and I've got essentially a leg lace with a calf crush. Here, I'm calf crushing her with her own foot. Pin this, pull this into her calf, right? Make sense? I could change and grab this foot. Now I've got a nasty ankle lock, right? Does that make sense? I could also do this, move to here, now I've got toe hold on the opposite foot, right? She escapes this leg, for example, right? She starts to roll. Now look, we're back here. Now my feet are open, so she could sit up and make calf crush on me, right? She really wants to also, right?
Yeah.
Size matters. I'm using some good defense. She's tough, but I can withstand. Now what I want to do, if possible, I want to be out of this. I move to here, go to knee on position, and now look, I'm back in this knee bar area. Everybody see I've locked the knee? She turns, she rolls. Now she's got an optional heel hook here. If she gets that, I have to tap, it's over. But if I do this, does she have the knee bar? No. Does she have the heel hook? No. Does she have the calf crush? If she doesn't have anything, then I've hidden my feet properly. And while I adjust my watch band. By the way, guys, I leave my watch on to count steps. It's just a thing I do. But now I have to work this. She could stick this foot on the bottom of my leg and try to pull that leg out. That's legit, right? She gets it all the way to there. I grab both feet. I pin, I roll up. And now I move to the knee on position and I'm back to this knee bar position, toe hold position, right? I spin, I've got calf crush position, okay? You guys see how being aware of where you are relative to their ankle, to their knee, to the calf, gives you the leg fight. The last thing that you really want to do is give them your leg, pick however you want, whichever leg you want. You don't want to give her your leg, right? And she's in the best position, and you don't know how to get free. That's the leg that's tying everything together. Right? If she leans back, I tap. Okay? However, if I rock before she leans back, I can free this leg. Back to knee on position. Right? Toe hold. Heel hook. Right? Calf crush. All right there. Right? There's a ton of things that I could do if you look for it. You have to experiment. You have to start with looking at somebody's foot. That make sense?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Caitlin, lay back down one more time. How far does Caitlin's foot twist before she either rolls or I break the ankle? About that far. How about the other way? These are both heel hook positions. All I got to do is be in the right place at the right time. There's a heel hook position there, right? And there's a heel hook position there. Pretty cool?
Yes, sir.
Of the two, this one is worse. I now have to entangle the leg, or I do this and she rolls. Makes sense?
Yes, sir.
How far does the foot flex before it hurts? Right? If I pin it and I push here, right, I lock that ankle, this is the beginning of a toe hold. I just have to move to it. Right? I push down, toe hold. If I don't immobilize her, she rolls, and I lose it. Still got the foot. By the way, in self-defense, couldn't she kick me in the face?
Yes.
But I would do that. If you're controlling a foot, and that foot's still free, this hand is in defense until you move to it. Pin it down. Now I've got her. She can't roll. I've got her. She can't roll. Right? I've got her here. She can't roll. Okay? I've got her here. Right? I've got her here. Knee bars and all kinds of ankle locks galore. But you gotta play with it. Questions? Who got their leg lock off today? Who thought it was pretty cool? Who got leg lock today? Who thought that hurt a lot?
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you what. I've won a lot of fights with leg locks. I was actually in a championship fight, and a guy went for calf crush on me, and I held out and moved his leg into cross-side calf crush. And when I applied any pressure at all, because it was by far the worst of the two, he tapped so quick. I was like, dude, I barely had time to even put this on you. You're already tapping. It hurt a lot. Make sense? Don't just give up. Look for some defense. Look to roll out. But ultimately, go back to re-engaging and get their leg. That's why we call it a leg fight. On your feet. Make the